So the purpose of this demo is to use N8N, which is an agentic AI platform, to convert the logical design sections of a Figma PDF file into content fragments using atomic design principles. So what I've done here is I have taken an article and I have chosen to use auto layout and frame. So I'm taking the full frame, I'm exporting it as a PDF, and then I'm uploading the file to Postman to do a post request to N8N. Now you can also use a GET request from Postman to retrieve the PDF using the Figma REST API, but for now I'm just uploading it. Then I'm going to go into N8N. I'm going to use a webhook to post the PDF. I'm going to extract JSON as a raw file from the PDF, and then I'm going to use an information collector to generate JSON off of the PDF, kind of like take the raw file and map it to a schema. From there, we're going to split it out into logical sections. And then we're going to ask the text classifier here to look at each section and say, does it have a distinct goal? Is it a complex design layout? What are the requirements? And the text classifier is going to decide if that section is an atom, a molecule, or an organism. So once we branch out into these text classifiers, it's going to look at, for example, the atoms, right? And it's going to say, is this most likely a button content fragment, a title, a text, an image? Is it an other, right? And so other is a fallback category. If you will need to define your content fragment models up front for this, because the JSON for each individual model needs to go in this information collector. But if you find that the designers have included a new type of content fragment model and you have not captured that yet, it will go into this other folder here. And then you can use Claude Code to generate the requirements for that content fragment model so you can include it in AM for future design needs. So what it's going to do then, once it decides that it is, for example, a text content fragment, is it's going to route it through this information collector, which will take the section JSON and it'll map it to the logical kind of JSON structure of your typical content fragment text model that, again, you've established with your content fragment model. From there, it's going to take the values and map it to property names in an error table here so you can then pull it into AM from there. So that is the demo. A couple of things to consider aside from the prerequisite of having your content fragment models defined up front. All of these information collectors and text classifiers are running on OpenAI. You may find that another LLM better meets your needs, but the thing to think about here is cost. So in about 3 days of work, I've run through about 100 credits so far. There have been a lot of false starts, so that may be a heavier usage than you may find you use in the same blueprint. But just something to keep an eye on. So that is my demo. If you have any questions or want to see the JSON or have a walkthrough, you know where to find me. Thanks.